Hi, I'm back. Got a great card. Did this one today in my class here in my studio, and it just kind of, well, first of all, the big thing coming up in spring in all the crafting worlds is the fact that watercolor and gold. Gold is the color this year, so you're going to see a lot of gold out there and watercolor. So that's what this card is for. Kind of covers all that. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to need a piece of, let me zoom you out. Okay, so you're going to need this is Pool Party. You're going to need a piece that's 11 by 4 1/4, and you're going to need a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 of Whisper White. And the neat thing about this stamp set, so the neat thing is Stampin' Up! Has already done it for you, in that it gives you a stamp that simulates the watercolor if you're not good at it. So this is a great set. Everything we're going to do for this one card is in this set. So it's called Happy Watercolor. Alright, so here's my cardstock, and I'm going to take Pool Party. And then this guy is the stamp, and I'm going to change it around. I'm not going to just do it all one way. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to make them overlap, and I'm going to turn it around to simulate like somebody taking a brush and just brushing them. And then even maybe a different angle. Very, very cool. Alright, so then the next step is we're going to take this stamps out of the stamp set. And I'm going to use Versamark. This is how we get the gold on there. I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to stamp it right here. Can't see anything, but that's the way Versamark works. You can see a little bit of a shine there. And pretty quickly get it into the gold embossing powder. Oh, and I forgot. Dang it, I always forget. You should take your embossing buddy and rub over it, and it saves. I'll show you what it saves, because see how that powder has stayed where you don't really want it to stay? That embossing buddy will keep it so that extra powder does not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it again, because this is a good teaching moment. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to restamp it, and this time I'm going to take it, and I'm going to use the embossing buddy. I'm going to use it right over the top, like that. Okay, I'm going to ink up my flower. It really makes a difference. Really, really does. Put my flower there. Okay, now let's see what happens. Now I got just a little bit of an edge down there because I pressed too hard. But see the difference? That part right there is where the stamp is touching. So if you'll just take a brush, okay, there you go. Then you go and you heat that in the heat gun and emboss it, and you come up with this. So you come up with this after you heat emboss it. Linear stamps, particularly Stampin' Up, they do so well heat embossing. They really, really do. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Pool Party marker out of my markers, and I'm going to go in and I'm just going to put a little round circle here. Then I'm going to jump back in there with my Aqua Painter. You got to be careful, you can't get too much water. but take and pull the color out to the areas you want it to be. Just like that. See how pretty? Makes it look watercoloring. All right, then the next step, I'm going to use the You Make Me Happy out of the stamp set, and I'm going to take the Smoky slate and this is going on the bottom here. Oop, I gotta have room for my washi tape, so let me do it that way. Yep. And then there's three different colors of well, it's all gold, but three different widths of washi tape in the occasions. And you're just going to take it across the bottom there. Take a pair of scissors, clip it, that easy. And then we're going to glue it right up. Just like that. And we are done. But a very pretty card. My ladies really liked it today. Easy. And it's a great set. So, Dazzling Detail. And you take, very last thing, because this stuff takes a while to dry.